12 months ago, we had our showdown with Midtjylland and we didn't qualify for the knockout phase of the Europa Conference League. Tonight, we've got a big game against Lillestrøm. If we win or potentially draw, we could qualify for the knockout phases. Let's make sure we do it this time. Roll that title. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 39 of the Liechtenstein Challenge here with Vaduz, and you find us at the league table phase of the Europa Conference League. I just wanted to show you, before we get into this big match against Lillestrøm, how things play out. So at the moment, we are currently 27th in the league on 5 points, 2 defeats to Dynamo and Utrecht, a draw to Lies and Spartak. I'll show you the Lies game in a second, and our first win against Podbrezova. We're currently on 5 points. Lillestrøm are on 7 points. There is the potential of a chance that if we were to get a draw and results went in our favour, we could qualify on a draw, but we do need to win this match against Lillestrøm tonight, because we didn't win the game against Lillestrøm in the last season of the league phase, which ended up with us getting knocked out of the Conference League. As you can see, Spurs have dominated this tournament. They've won every single game. They are just rolling ahead. And then Partizan and Lies, who were in our group of 6 games, have also qualified. The remaining teams are in the playoffs. Funnily enough, Gothenburg actually qualified last night in game, which I think is a bit unfair. I think every team should play the same day, but it is what it is. They've qualified for the playoffs at least. But we do have a strong chance to get into that playoff phase, which I'd like to do. I'd like to get through to the next stage because we missed out last year. I'm just going to show you the Lies game, how things are going in the Super League and the Super League table, and then it's straight into the match. So this game ended up 2-2 against Lies, a goal from Gilholm in the 3rd minute, our on-loan striker, but unfortunately we couldn't hold onto this lead. Banda playing a ball into Havelka with a great header there, I must say. Tim Varian vibes there. And unfortunately, a bit of miscommunication and the ball going all over the place led to a goal from Salah for Lecce, but we did equalise in the last few minutes of the game. Lampert tries to get a ball in here, but Gallo plays a really bad ball to Sani and he slots it in. I would say we deserved the draw. Lies probably would say that they deserved the win. As you can see from the formation, we switched it around a little bit to go with 3 at the back, but played a little bit of more of a diamond style with the advanced midfielder playing behind the 2 strikers. This didn't particularly work, and I think for this game against Lillestrøm, we're going to go with a 4-3-3. With regards to the games in the Super League after the Dinamo Zagreb game, we started with a 0-0 draw away to our bogey team Zurich. Then we followed up with a 1-0 win thanks to a goal from Magnus Gilholm. Unfortunately, we had 2 back-to-back defeats. First to Young Boys, 4-2. They completely destroyed us at home. And I must say, based off the stats in this game, they probably deserved it. They just had a bit more quality. But it was really frustrating because I thought potentially with where we have come this season, in terms of challenging for the top places in the league, we would give Young Boys a game who aren't particularly doing well this year. We had goals from Quatra and Gilholm. Malaise, Niasse and Gersner scored for Young Boys. And unfortunately that continued as well with an away trip to Aarhus, 3-2 to Aarhus, and they thoroughly deserved this game, I must admit. We can't say anything about it. A goal from Fernandez in the first half, and we went in 1-1 at half time thanks to a goal from Noah Lampert. We were lucky in this game to go 1-1. Unfortunately, Ruben Lonja scored in the 60th minute, but Simon Beale did equalise, and I was hoping that we might get a draw, but unfortunately, Mikel D'Alessandro scored in the 84th minute. And unfortunately, Koulibaly got injured and he is out for 2 to 3 months, which is great. But here's how we find ourselves after 20 games in the Super League. We are second, 1 point behind Servette. Thanks to our defeat against Aru, they overtook us. But I think that is a magnificent accomplishment for 20 games into the season so far, that we are right there with the big boys. It's quite tight, I would say, just generally overall. From first to ninth, there's an argument that any team could potentially finish in the top 6. Apart from that, it's maybe Aru, Zurich, and Lugano who are going to fight for the relegation places. I think Basel are way too ahead. But I must say, it's going to be very competitive at the bottom of the league as well, if you look at it. Only a couple of points separating it. We're going to keep going on this run as long as we can into the new year. Hopefully, we can continue this momentum and get into the top 6 this season. This is the lineup we're going to go with against Lillestrøm this evening. I haven't done much research into regards to how Lillestrøm play or their lineup and their players. But we've gone back to our 4-3-3 formation. So it's going to be Sobotka, Siddiqui, Rego, Kaminski, and Guarini in defence. Johnson, Claudio, Lampe in midfield. Simon Beale's going to take the role of right winger, and Akurek is going to play on the left. Gilholm's going to play up front. In terms of the bench, it's pretty standard. The only two that are missing is Oudendijk and Victor Michel. Basically, the reason why they're not in, and the likes of Barnickel, Muller, and Bakker are in, is basically they haven't been particularly playing well this season. I know there is a high rating against Oudendijk, but that is down to the Liechtenstein Cup. So I'm going to go through the opposition instructions, and I'll see you at this crucial match against Lillestrøm. This is it, the game against Lillestrøm. As I mentioned in the lineup, we're going with our 4-3-3 formation. I believe Lillestrøm are going to go with a 4-4-2. And as you can see from the stands, nobody's turned up. It's always the case that for the home matches, we don't have many fans in. I don't understand that. We get more fans in for the Liechtenstein Cup final than we do for a Europa Conference League game. But anyway, we need to win. I will be keeping an eye on the results and how they are going. As you can see, Lillestrøm are probably going to get a highlight now. Skogvold here. And we've conceded. What a start. Chagas making it 1-0 to Lillestrøm. Not ideal in the first 9 minutes. And that is really poor defending. What are you doing, man, Guarini? It's got to be Guarini, that. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. And yeah, we're under the cosh. We need to go all for it now. We can't rely on getting beat here. We need to secure 3 points. It looks like as well a draw is not going to be enough, so we're going to have to beat Lillestrøm. We're going to have to come from behind. I was going to do an encourage. Oh my god, Gilholm. What an equaliser. From a set piece as well. Rego there. I thought was going to take a shot, but he didn't. Nice free kick from Accurate as well. Gilholm just slots it in. I'm considering signing him permanently for next season because he scored a lot of goals for us this year. And as you can see, that's brought Lillestrøm back into the threat of potentially not qualifying. We need to win, though. We can't rely on other teams losing. And that gave me a nightmare. Not going to lie. But we can't afford a draw here. We have to win this match. And Gilholm's got the ball, though. Oh, my word. If that had been any more closer, it would have been 2-1. We might have another highlight here, though. Claudio. Unfortunately, he's lost the ball, but we have got a throw-in. We get something from this throw-in? Maybe not. I'm just going to keep ourselves on attacking here because we have to win the match. I'm really disappointed with Akurek not doing particularly well, even though he got the highlight. And again, there, he's lost the ball. Even though he got the free kick, sorry. That's a great save from Sobotka. Fantastic save from the Polish goalkeeper there. Heading with a corner from Lillestrøm. We do clear it, but it goes out of Mahmoud. Is that the end of the highlight? I think it is. Could do with AK Athens winning their game against Locomotive. Yeah, we have to win the match. We have to. We can't afford a draw here. And even a win might not do us enough. Oh my God, Kaminsky. Oh my God, Kaminsky. That was yeah. Yeah. Accurate with another set piece though. Johnson. We should be 2-1 up here. Highlight for Lillestrøm though. You are joking me. Penalty scored for them. They're not going to make it easy for her. That's really poor defending from us. It's come off Siddiqui as well. Our fullbacks just haven't been at it this evening. And we're back to square one. We're going to need a bit of a miracle here at half time. I think we're going to have to make some changes. Yeah, show me something else in the second half. And I'm not happy. I think we're going to have to make some changes. I think Quattro has to come on. And Lampert has to come off. The Goliard. But at the moment, we are staring ourselves at the door of getting knocked out here. I don't know why it is, but the 4-4-2 seems to work really well in this competition. We played 3 teams, I think, now that have played 4-4-2, and they tend to do very well against our formations. I think the wingers are struggling a little bit as well. Beal and Akurek aren't having a good game. I think that's going to be my next changes. Nataro. Probably Sani, just inside forward, slot him on. Guarini, I think, yeah, Dogu probably comes on and does that job. I've made all my changes now. There's nothing really more I can maybe do. We're not having any of the ball. Let's change that around a little bit. I mean, if we could get 2 goals, we might qualify. Johnson, Nataro, Goliard scored 1. Instant impact from coming on at half time. Once the league table updates, if we were to get another goal, we would just qualify at 23rd. I'm going to go very attacking. That's the only way I can think of now. It doesn't look like we're getting any form of highlights here. Just need Dynamo to lose. Oh no. Maybe our last chance here. If we would get a last minute winner. Oh, Claudio's lost the ball. No, 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 no. No, Rego. That did not give me confidence. That really didn't give me confidence, but Quattro's got the ball back now. Nataro. Can he find the ball in? He can. It goes out for a corner. 3 minutes of added time. Claudio with a corner. Can he get the ball back in? Johnson. Rego. Adogu. Johnson. Claudio. Quattro. Ball in, but it goes straight to the goalkeeper and he catches it. We need Dynamo Omadima to get a draw here, but I don't think it's going to happen, guys and gals. Last chance. Quattro. Claudio. It's not going to be our evening, guys and gals. Gilholm. Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, we gave it all in the second half. I'm not happy with the performance, but oh, it's so annoying that we've missed out. If Dynamo had gotten a draw, oh, Omandima did lose the game, so it wouldn't have mattered. But oh, so annoying. We were 1 point off qualifying. If we just beaten Spartak away, you do need to get 3 wins in this competition to secure your safety. Yeah, unfortunately, another year where we're going to miss out on Europe, which is really frustrating. However, with the league phase being what it is, and if I go to the schedule, I think we'll come back for this Young Boys match in March instead of skipping just straight through the season. And then hopefully by the time we get to St. Gallen, we might be in a promotion place. So we're going to continue the league phase. Normally I'd just skip it through if it was the case, but the fact that we are in potentially a title fight, that might change come Young Boys, but we'll see. But yeah, I think the Young Boys game is probably the most ideal match for us to come back to. Well, that was a disappointing end to the video. Unfortunately, we couldn't qualify because of the draw against Lillestrøm. Unfortunately, you need 3 wins in this league phase to secure qualification to the next round. And unfortunately, draws just let us down. The draws to Spartak, Lecce, and Lillestrøm this evening. If we'd won, we would have qualified, just though. But it is what it is, and it's another season where we don't make the knockout phases. But hopefully next season we'll be much stronger, and hopefully next season we can make the knockout phases. I'm going to continue with the Super League on YouTube. Normally I would go through and just get straight through to Season 10 it'll be now, Christ. But yeah, I want to do the Young Boys game, see where we are in the Super League, if we're in a title race. Obviously, we can't win the league if we were to finish first. It would go to the second team. I think that's a stupid rule, by the way, but hey-ho. But yeah, I want to see how we cope after going out of Europe and how we do in the Super League, and if we are potentially top 6 this season. But if you have enjoyed the video, please do make sure to give it a like. And please make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. And I will see you for the next game, which will be against Young Boys. So take it easy. Stay safe. Bye, everybody.